Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. It seems like we just keep getting through and going through.
Yes.
COVID numbers are going down, so we
Yes.
think, well, maybe you'll be able to get out of the house. But of course, we get bad weather, so we're still in the house.
But even though you can get out of the house
Yes.
more readily with vaccinations and numbers are going down, you still must be prudent.
Right.
You still must be prudent.
And you must stay 6 feet apart.
Mask.
Mask.
Keep cleaning.
Yes, right. Clean,
Protective
clean.
services is still out there.
Right.
You may be protected with a vaccination, but still must be prudent.
Prudent and diligent. You are correct. We've got a great show today. Some of the things we're going to be talking about is a partnership with LG&E and JCTC. And one of the things that they put together is this very neat program to teach employees how to do the pole climbing and different things of that nature. So we're going to go out and talk to them. You also did something about some pies.
Oh yes, with Georgia Sweet Potato Pie Company. You don't want to miss this.
And then we're going to be talking a little bit about Black history. And we visited with a handyman. And of course, during this time, everybody is finding home projects, do-it-yourself projects. So this is somebody who can definitely come in handy. And then we're going to finish up with Middletown Cycling because they've always got some great information for us.
Exactly.
We'll take a break and back with more right after this.
When it comes to COVID-19, this sister is putting our community to the test by sharing the pride, working for peace, acting for prevention. Thank you, Sadiqa Reynolds. That's love for our people. Hashtag YBPRC.
Well, as I mentioned right before the break, we did a segment with LGE and Jefferson County Technical College, and it's a very unique program that they have. We got an opportunity to catch up with Natasha out at the Southwest campus. Take a look. Well, we're back with another segment of Energy Matters with LG&E, and it has been a while since you and I were together, Natasha. So first of all, welcome back.
So good to be with you, and belated Happy New Year.
And to you as well in one of those virtual hugs. Yeah. So a lot has been going on, of course, not only in the world, but of course things are always going on with LG&E. So tell us about the partnership that you have going on with Jefferson Community and Technical College as it relates to the new Lynnman training program.
Yes, that's exactly right. We're here on the school's Southwest campus, and you said it. The Lynnman training program is a brand new program that the school just started. You know, we've had a long-time partnership with Jefferson through the opportunity for our employees to advance their educations. So when they started creating this program, we were really excited to lend our expertise, the expertise of some of our business partners, and also to lend some of our supplies. So our crews are out here, they're putting in 20 poles for the pole yard. And we're just really excited because this program, you know, we assist other programs in the state. There are several. However, this is the first Lynnman training program that's in Louisville in our LG&E service territory. And it's also the first one in a metropolitan area in Kentucky. So that means that this gives way more people just a broader exposure for the line technician career, and also just an opportunity to reach a more diverse audience and to have more people thinking about the potential for a career as a line technician.
And I'm assuming prior to this program, a lot of people probably didn't have a lot of information on how to get involved in a career like this.
That's right. You know, well, this is a career that is something that, you know, there's very technical training for that, and one of our employees will get into that with you a little bit later, but it's a very skilled type of work, and there just isn't the school here in Louisville until now that can provide some of that accelerated training that's necessary to get it on the ground level. So it's absolutely outstanding that this is here in our community. You know, we're all about making sure that we can enhance the quality of life for people across the communities we serve. So this being here in Louisville and giving people access to this type of training so that they don't have to go somewhere else and get it, and perhaps they can keep the skill set they learn and potentially seek employment and have employment, whether through LG&E and KU or any of the other utility companies and contractors within the area.
We're here with a representative from Jefferson Community and Technical College, Nikki Cobb. So tell us a little bit about your role with the program.
So I'm the Associate Vice President of Workforce Solutions. We're an arm of the college that kind of focuses on direct business and industry needs. So we're working with LG&E to identify the need in our region for utility technicians, and that's why we're here today installing basically our classroom, this pole yard.
All right, so tell us, it's a 10-week program, so tell us a little bit more about the course structure.
Okay, so it's 10 weeks. It runs Monday through Thursdays. All of our students will also have the ability on Fridays to earn their CDL license. And while they're here during the 10 weeks, they're going to learn how to operate a bucket truck, a digger derrick, and how to set the poles and climb the poles, all with a foundation on safety.
Well, I'm back with Greg Lindsay with LG&E. Good to see you again. So tell us about the program and the partnership, and what does it take to be a line technician?
Well, first I want to talk about the partnership with Jefferson Community Technical College. We have an ongoing partnership that in the last 10 years has had over 50 associate degrees for our employees. So they come to our facilities sometimes and teach a cohort or a class, and one of the things that helps us, because say there's a big storm, well, they understand our work. So they know they can cancel class and pick back up next week. So it's been a great benefit for us, and like I said, over 50 employees through LG&E and KU have received an associate degree from JCTC.
Well, Natasha, as always, great information, and this is a fabulous program. So tell us a little bit about how students can get registered and all the things that people need to know if they want to get involved.
Absolutely. Well, they can, it's first come, first serve, and they can look into it right now. All they have to do, if they want to find out more about the program, go to the JCTC website. So it's jctc.me/Lynnman. And then if you want to find out more about LG&E and KU careers, you can go to our website. That's lge-ku.com/careers.
All right. And in terms of signing up, is it always open, or does it close at different points, or?
It continues. It's open, and they're doing 3 classes per year is the target. So we hope that people sign up, and we hope that there's a lot of people just interested in checking out what a career as a line technician would entail, and perhaps giving the program a try.
Right, and Natasha promised us, she said when it gets warm, we're going to be able to go out and go through some of it. It's almost like a boot camp, almost like another reality show.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to go out and do that. So you excited?
Sure, I'm gonna watch you.
Okay, we'll take another break and back with more.
We are mothers,
fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during a storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to...
You know, people are always trying to figure out what's the difference between pumpkin pies, sweet potato pies, but you have gotten it figured out.
Mm-hmm. I had the delicious opportunity, I'm going to say delicious opportunity, to interview the masterminds behind Georgia's Sweet Potato Pie Company, and let's just take a sniff, a look. So I'm coming to you today from a very place, I would say it's like a delectable heaven on earth, because I am at Georgia's Sweet Potato Pie Company, and I'm here with one of the owners, I'm going to say, because it's a husband-wife team, and this is Don Urrutia. Don, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you so much, Denise. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah. I did not know that I had been eating you all's pies for some time this summer, just going to the farmer's market on St. Matthews on Shelbyville Road. And then I had heard all these wonderful things, and now you all have opened up this place. So share with me about how Georgia Sweet Potato Pie got started. I know your husband is in with it, and all the back line and the story that goes along with it, because it smells so heavenly in here.
So actually, we're a family-run business. It's myself, my husband, and my son, and then my sister also volunteers to help us. And so we actually started because we wanted to raise money to buy books for children. And so actually, we sell pies. We're not a pie company. We sell pies to be able to purchase books to give them away free in the community to children. So that's how we got started. We sold our first pie at the flea-off market. Then we went to farmers markets. So for the last 3 years, we have been selling at the farmers markets.
So in order to have this passion to sell pies, how did that come about, and the recipe? Because the recipe, oh Lord, you could hurt yourself.
actually, with the sweet potato pies, actually, I have always been good making sweet potato pies. So I call it sweet potato magic. I feel like it's a gift from God that God has given me to make sweet potato pies. Please, Denise, do not ask me to make you a chocolate cake because you will be disappointed. But you put a sweet potato in my hand, and I promise you I'll make magic. So that's how what I did was I took my favorite parts of all of my family, my friends, and recipes I found online. I took the parts of that recipe that I liked, and I combined it to make the recipe that you guys have been tasting.
So how did you come up with the name George's?
So George's is actually my grandmother. It's my mother's mother. And so my grandmother was about love, community, and people. She was a giver. And so when we started looking for a name to represent our company, it was a perfect name because my grandmother loved people and she was a giver. And I wanted that same value and spirit to live through George's.
Because when I think about sweet potato pie, I think about Southern, and the name Georgia, and all of that gives this warm and fuzzy feeling. I noticed that at first I thought it was all just the bigger size pies, but you are also famous. What I have indulged in are these little, I call them mini pies. Tell me about those.
So we actually have our 3-inch mini pies that we sell. We do sell our 9-inch, but we have our 3-inch mini pies, and we sell everything from our sweet potato pecan to our vegan sweet potato. We have sweet potato cheesecake. We even have a purple sweet potato pie that I make, and I promise you we are the only place in Kentucky that you will find a purple sweet potato pie. Then we do sweet potato cupcakes, sweet potato cookies, sweet potato ice cream, and sweet potato fudge brownies.
So I'm sure there are some people watching this right now and they're going, well, how? They haven't heard of you or haven't been able to, like I discovered you at the farmer's market. How can they get in to find out all the different options you have and how to get these?
So what I would recommend is go to our website. It is www.sweettreat.com, or you can come to our brick and mortar. Our storefront is 1559 Boystown Road, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Georgia Sweet Potato Pie Company.
Okay. Now, what are your hours are going to be here? Because let's talk about where you all are located right here in the Highlands. But so the Highlands has a big span on Bardstown Road. Explain exactly so people know.
So we are like a block and a half, I believe, is south from Eastern Parkway. So if you're coming from downtown, once you pass Eastern Parkway, it's about a block and a half past Eastern Parkway, and we'll be on your right-hand side.
And there is good signage out there. I love seeing that because it was easy to find you all. And then what is your favorite? Because you have to have a favorite, although you have a lot of options. What is your favorite? That's always like to ask.
Well, actually, my baby would be the traditional pie, just because that pie is what started our company, is the traditional pie. So that would be my favorite. If I have my choice to eat something, it's gonna be the purple sweet potato cheesecake, which is this pie right here. And it's a cheesecake made with a purple Stark sweet potato. And actually, it tastes like a blueberry cheesecake.
Okay. For people who, I found out that around, I think it was Thanksgiving, I found out about you all, but I had heard that, no, you can't get anything because it's sold out. So the cutoffs then, when it comes to the peak times, would be?
So it's always 2 weeks before the holiday. So we ask everybody just to place your order at least 2 weeks in advance before the holiday, and we will take care of you. Okay.
Well, you did bring some of the pies home.
Yes.
They were excellent. And not only are the pies good, but the cupcakes, those are serious as well. And the cookies and the ice cream and
but
everything.
But the thing about it, as soon as you walk in, to the place, when I said take a sniff, the aroma that met you there and the deliciousness, when you come in somebody's home and you can smell the sweet, savory smells. And in addition to that, speaking about smells, her candles, you must get the candles from Georgia Sweet Potato Pie Company. They are heavenly. They are to die for. Okay. Well made. So all around, you could taste, you could smell. It was heavenly. So too bad you missed it.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression that you really enjoyed that experience.
I did. And it lingered on.
All right. We'll take another break and back with more.
West Unsailed. West was born Wesley Unsailed on March 14, 1946 in Louisville, Kentucky, to Charles and Cornelia Unsailed. West attended Seneca High School and helped the school team win the Kentucky State Championships twice, in 1963 and 1964. He graduated as an All-American from the University of Louisville and was also a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. He played in the NBA for 13 seasons for the Washington Bullets. He was rated as one of the best defensive players of his time. Wes garnered fame for his rebounding skills, bone-jarring picks, and the ability to make fast breaks with his swift outlet passes. Despite his shorter height, 6'7", as per basketball standards, Wes made his impact on the court with his physical strength and pure determination. After his retirement in 1981, he coached the team. For all his achievements in the sport, Wes is regarded as one of the greatest NBA players of all time. Unsealed, the workmanlike Hall of Fame Center led Washington to its only NBA championship in 1978. Wes was named in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 1988, and in 1996, he was honored as one of the 50 greatest NBA players of all time.
Thank you so much, Max and Denise. Thank you for having me. But of course, it's your favorite girl, Bella Rainy Afternoon on B96.5. We just wrapped up Bees Bay Getaway, all powered by Bluegrass Stuff Experience, where we gave 2 lucky couples the best Valentine's Day getaway. Because you know, we can't send you on a vacation, but we can send you on a vacation right here in the city. But thank you to them for wrapping that up. But also, we are well into February, and if you have not celebrated Black History Month with us, go ahead and celebrate it. So thank you so much to Thomas Tax Pros for helping us out on Yes We Did, Yes We Can. We have it going on all day long on the station, literally all day long, even overnight. Okay, so of course you can hear Black History Fact, Black History vignettes that are going on from right here in our city. Whether they did something small, whether they did something big, we have something just for you. I think we also have like one of the first Black jockeys to win the Kentucky Derby. How dope is that? And of course, we have different schools. Grace M. James is on the list. You just have to be listening to check out who is all there, who all made the cut. But of course, you already know if you need anything event community-wise, head over to hiphop965.com. It's crazy to think that we're going on a year of working from home. If you need somebody if you know somebody that needs a job, definitely head over to hiphop965.com. We still have Kentucky in a back to work, still going on. But again, thank you so much to Max and Denise for having me. It's back to you, baby.
Well, you know, since this pandemic, people have really gotten to know their homes.
Yeah.
And I know we've been messing around with home projects. Some of them we've tried to do ourselves. Some we've had to call for help.
Yes.
But it is definitely something that a lot of people have been engaged in. And we got an opportunity to catch up with a handyman. And his name, of course, is Kenny the Handyman. So we wanted to, you know, just kind of reach out to him to find out how he's helping people. So, Denise?
Kenny Robinson, the Handyman. Thank you and welcome to Urban Lifestyles. So Kenny, tell us about your business and how you got started.
Thank you, Denise. First of all, it's my pleasure to be here on Urban Lifestyles. What I do is I get a lot of phone calls from people who need things done in their home, things built, things designed, things put together like furniture. But about 75% of the stuff that I do involves like TV mounting, putting in security camera systems.
So Kenny, a lot of people are working at home and they're trying to find that space, that niche that can be like their work. So their workspace. So how are you helping them with that?
That's correct, Max. Due to the COVID, a lot of people have to work from home. So I get phone calls where people say, I want to turn this little room, it might be a closet, into a home office. It might even be a utility room. People just want to have a space, you know, secluded from everything else around the home as their office, because you don't want to feel like you're at home. You know, a lot of people just want to be at the office because it makes you more productive. I got a few examples I could show you of a couple places that I actually turned into a home office. One is a closet where basically it's just a basic walk-in closet where you have you have your racks and you put all your clothes and stuff on. So I went in and I took all the racks off, painted the room. Another one I'm gonna show you, it's probably the more recent thing that I've done. It's a utility room. I'm gonna have to actually just show you some pictures of this. I mean, it came out amazing. It blew my mind.
So now that everybody is staying at home working with COVID and we have a new culture, basically, Kenny, how much does it require to build a home office?
Well, Denise, that's a good question. I think as long as you're happy and you're comfortable in the space, I think it don't matter how big it is. As long as you get your phone, your computer, your fax machine, your printer, as long as you can get all your office equipment in an area and then you kind of feel like you're away from home, then I think that it don't take a lot of space to create your little home office. Or you can have a big one. So you can have, the bigger the space, the more stuff you can get in it, but it don't take much. I got an example of a closet. It's a friend of mine's office. It blew my mind. I do a lot of different types of offices for people, but this little space she used, it worked. So I'm gonna show you a picture of that, and just know I didn't do this one, but it's nice. So I still want to show you basically, a fully functional office in a small area.
So Kenny, I'm one of those people, I'm always concerned about time and cost. So when you're trying to make something a home office, what does it take?
Well, Max, it just depends on what all you're trying to do. Some projects you can do in a day. Some projects may take weeks to months. It all just depends on what all you're trying to do with that space. I find that you also run into a lot of unexpected things when doing, projects. So that adds time. Sometimes it adds more on your budget of the room or the space that you're doing. So I'll just say that it just depends. So my job is to try to predict how long it'll take, and sometimes that's tough.
So Kenny, thanks so much for spending time with us here on Urban Lifestyles and enlightening a lot of homeowners or just people who want their space to be enhanced and elevated. And hopefully you are the band there that can help them to achieve it. Right. Got that?
I do, because when we're doing projects, we definitely need help. I can get them done, I just can't show them to anybody.
You're right. like the closet that he did. And Max said the clothes don't know where they're hanging.
This is true. They definitely don't. So if you want to reach Kenny the Handyman, you can reach him at 502-291-0791 or at kennydrobinson01@yahoo.com. You can see his number here on the screen. We'll take a break and back with more.
What's good? B96.5. Your man Nick Cannon is in the building and we taking over. We gonna be wilding every morning. About to have some fun, y'all. Let's go up. Press another move.
Locking in to the Nick Cannon Morning Show, 6 to 10 on B96.5.
Last time we talked, I thought we were like a day or two before rolling out the bikes, and then of course we got into real winter weather again. But last time we were talking about having stationary bikes in the home. So this week we're talking about getting your bike pretty much a tune-up before you break it out. So take a look at this piece. Well, we're back at Middletown Cycling, and of course their goal is to keep you physically fit, and one way you can do that is by biking. When we were here before, we were talking about finding the right type of shoe. We also talked about how you could put this very unique piece on your bike where it was stabilized and you could ride inside of your home just like on a Peloton or something, but it's your own bike. So now we know we're getting closer to getting outside, and everybody's getting cabin fever, and if you want to get out on your bike, we don't want you to just open the door, put air in your tires and go ride. Just like your car, you need to have it serviced. So Nira, we're back with you again. So we're here talking about bike service, and what does that include and why should you have it done?
In general, like if a bike just sits around for a while, the tires deflate. Sometimes the tires get dry rotted depending on the amount of time it hasn't been serviced or ridden, and you just want to come in around this time of the year before the season starts to make sure that everything on your bike is in working order, in tip-top shape, and ready for you to ride. One of the things that we recommend is a yearly tune-up. We offer different kinds of options. We have The entry level one, the basic tune-up, it starts at $79.99, and it goes up from there depending on what kind of service you need. The basic tune-up covers your, checking off your chain, the lubrication, truing of your wheels, making sure, all the pivot joints, or wherever it requires tightening, like the seat post clamp, the headset, they're all tightened, the gears all work and are adjusted, the brakes work, the brakes are adjusted, and basically just a quick cleanup and get it ready for the road.
One thing that I always struggle with, Nira, is just like when I'm getting ready to ride my bike and knowing the quality of my tires. I can tell on my car, of course, you can look at the tread and how low it's getting, but how do you make that determination with a bike? Because sometimes you just don't have those kind of indications.
Absolutely. There is no such thing as put a quarter in or penny in on bicycle tires, unfortunately, but some telltale signs you can say is the sidewalls are kind of getting thinner. The nipples, like you see here, they're kind of gone, and obviously you will definitely, the treads on these bicycle tires are so small that you'd obviously notice it. But it's the best thing to come in is to come and see us, and we can take a look at it. We don't charge for inspection, and we'll always are giving you free estimates, and it's up to you to go forward and do the repair. But we would give you an estimate, we'd give you an idea of what it might cost to repair something, and we're always here to get your bike at least checked out to make sure that it's in good condition.
And I know something else that you all are very good at is that's in terms of making sure that your bike is, at the right level, the right height for you. And why is that so important?
Very important. You have to remember, if your saddle height is at the right place, if your handlebar is at the right reach, can cause a lot of back pain, can cause some knee pain, knee issues. If you look at this bike here, the gentleman over here had specific bike fitting measurements that he provided us, and we are going to make sure that the saddle height, the handlebar reach, the pedals, everything that requires the correct measurements is up to that mark. It also increases your efficiency of riding the bike. It increases the amount of power that you put in when you're pedaling, and obviously it's going to be a comfortable ride. That's the most important part.
And you all will service any bike regardless of where it was purchased?
Absolutely, any bike, and even if it's something that you bought at a sporting goods showroom or a local departmental store, we're more than happy to help you out.
Well, as always, when we meet with them, they've always got great information. We've got our bikes over there already being tuned up. Can't wait to get out on the roads.
Exactly. And you know what? That's our time.
And that's our show. And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And happy Black History Month.
That's right. And stay safe.